secular music, such as that of Bruce Springsteen, can indeed be spiritual. But there's another kind of music more overtly so, liturgical music or church music. Joining us now are two singers who make that kind of music. Nancy Meyer is a singer and actress, singing all kinds of music, but it is her ministry as cantor at St. Paul the Apostle Catholic Church in Lincoln Center that feeds her soul. She has a new CD called The Journey, and next to her is Joe Simmons. He's the principal cantor at the Church of St. John the Baptist in New York City and was a cantor at the recent Yankee Stadium Mass of Pope Benedict here in New York. His most recent CD is Sudden Waves. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Nancy, I want to start with you because you do other things and other kinds of singing.
I do.
But I'm interested in hearing what's different about singing in church, liturgical singing. How do you approach it differently?
I have to tell you, when I first started doing the cantor leadership role specifically, it was so different than the Broadway stuff that I had done in the past. I always hid behind a character. So to step out and to be myself was a little intimidating. But I have to say, the thing that I've learned the most from doing this job has been being so truthful to the Word. It has really fed everything else that I do as an actor, because I've noticed with the people, their responses, they have listened, they have heard in a new way if I'm just simply present to what is being said in the song.
So it's almost a dialogue with the congregation.
It is, and that's what makes it exciting. Yeah, that's what makes it really exciting. So
now, Joe, you've done other kinds of singing as well, and what's your take? Why is liturgical singing somehow distinct?
Well, it's really sort of getting right to the heart of spirituality in, as you said, a very overt way. And the texts that we sing are so they're so rich, and the Psalms, for instance, I mean, they run the gamut of human emotions, and so they really offer us so much when we just go into a church, and if we allow ourselves to receive that, there's so much there to feed us.
And somehow, because it's prayer, it really is a way of praying, it makes it a distinct kind of engagement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's like you were saying, it's a dialogue, and we sometimes forget that, and sometimes people are critical of liturgical music when it becomes more sort of performative,
right,
and as entertainment. But the important thing is to maintain that dialogic relationship and really be present to people.
Nancy, I'm interested, since you work in the industry and other areas in commercial television and theater,
yes,
do you find that people in those areas are suspect of the spiritual thing you do?
You know, I actually think they really enjoy it, because everybody always asks me about my music in that area. I think they do think I'm Sister Mary Nancy sometimes. So, you know, they're like afraid to say things around me or whatever, like, oh, wow. But, you know, I think when they see that I'm just a regular person, that I do this and I talk about, you know, a car or whatever.
So you don't hide it like on your resume that you do church stuff?
Oh, no. I love it. You know, I love it. I think it's interesting, though, because, you know, being here in New York and everything, you know, and I having done the whole theater, Broadway thing and everything, people, I think sometimes you feel like, well, this is something that I actually value more than having done the other.
What was it like for you to cantor at Pope Benedict's Mass at Yankee Stadium?
It was such an honor and an incredible thrill to be praying with 57,000 people and the Pope. And it was a joyful experience for me to just step up and feel confident about what I wanted to communicate through that psalm, and to be with that many people. It's just an unheard of experience.
Exalt you just in the Lord, praise from the upright is fitting.
It looked like it must have been thrilling, really. You know, speaking of masses, I'm really excited because, as you know, maybe some of you don't know, we're launching a new Passionist Mass, national Mass on television in the fall, and both of you are going to be cantors for this Mass. And to have such talent come to the production we're going to be doing of the Mass is really exciting for me. I mean, what are you thinking about this new project?
I'm thrilled to pieces. I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity to kind of combine our collective skills, and again, maybe encourage people who, I think with the the masses on TV and stuff, sometimes people just kind of go into themselves, but to really engage and to listen to specifically what our stuff is, the music, in a new way. You know, to really make it a prayer for yourself, to really take those words in and let it live with you, because that's what it...
Do you think it's going to be very different to do it for television?
In some ways, yes, because you know, there are a lot more people out there that we need to be present to, and we won't necessarily see them. But I think ultimately it's really the same kind of thing. I think it's a wonderful opportunity to allow people to kind of see that in the comfort of their home. And other, you know, people who are ill or whatever the case may be also.
Well, I certainly look forward to working with you both and to listening to these CDs that you graciously gave me. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the fall on the Mass.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for having us.
You're welcome. And finally, St. Augustine is known to have said that when we sing our prayer, it's like praying twice. And whether it's Born to Run or On Eagle's Wings, music of the soul speaks another language that reaches deep to the heart of who we are and what we long for. Maya Angelou's famous autobiography and Paul Laurence Dunbar's poem ask the same question: why does the caged bird sing? The answer is because his heart is still free. So too with us. That's why we keep singing. Thanks for joining us today. For more, please visit our website at abcnewsnow.com. I'm Father Edward Beck in New York for Faith Matters Now. We'll see you next time.